Ricky Henry Live. Woohoo! Shout out to Ricky Henry Live. Yes, my beautiful people, my name is MC Caro. Banayenate, this is another edition of Manya Bulaya. Program ya Fenunji Manya Bulaya. Tukuletera ebintu ebyenjawulo byosobola okusanga mu Bulaya. Gwe nno munanga ali ewaka oba ali ebunaayira byotasobodde kubeera nga ate munanga ofuna. Rick Henry abeerawo ku kamera okuwa ekifaananyi ekyomulembe okubeera nga ate munanga osobola okuba ng'olaba information ennungi. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel, Ricky Henry Live. Osobola okubeera nga ate munange ofuna amawulire amalungi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sinzidde wano mu Canada, Toronto, Ontario. Era ng'olunaku olwaleero nina omwami gwendi naye. Omwami ono gwendi naye CEO wa Global Events Canada. Mwami mutegesi wa corporate events, mutegesi wa conferences, n'ebintu ebyenjawulo bingi byogenda okubeera nga ate omanya ati program bagita Manya Bulaya. Why not? Let's come back with my guest today. Manya Bulaya is your program. Mwenunji Manya Bulaya. Hey, nabagambye ndino omwami mutegesi wa corporate events, mutegesi wa conference ate eriawo maaso egenda kujja byonna agenda kubanga abitubulira. Ladies and gentlemen, kambanjulire mwami George. Sanso kulabako.
Kale nyawulyutya.
Tuli bulungi George. Sanso kulaba. Program gy'oliko bagita Manya Bulaya. Era nga abantu bangi nnyo abali eyo baba baagala okumanya what's going on wano. Tugenda kukozesa ennimi ezi, tugenda kukozesa Oluzungu n'Oluganda tusobole okubeera ng'abantu bonna bamanya information eno. Singa tubadde n'olulimi olwokusatu lwe tukwasaganya ababiri ndowooza nawe twandirutaddeko
olukyoli
obondese. So George, sooka obuze kuba tulaba ku programu eno tugenda ate maaso.
Nsanyuse nnyo okubeera wano. First of all, Manya Bulaya has become so international and so like a mostly watched show wano naddala mu Canada. And ndi nsanyufu nnyo okubeera wano and n'okumpa akakisa okutuula mu katebe kano. N'abatulaba mbalamusizza and my name is George Wilobo, the Executive Director of Global Events Canada and other businesses around Canada.
Yes. So George, bannange oba nyina ebintu bingi nnyo bye njagala okubuuza olunaku olwaleero kubanga twogedde ku Global Events. And I have an interest in that name, Global.
Oh yeah?
I want to know, George, Global Events chechi era mukola ki?
Well, actually, Global Events, erinnya lyange nze Wilobo George William. Wilobo is an actually name that means the world.
Oh, okay.
So that is where it comes from. So, and if anyone follows me on Facebook, I use the word the world. The world.
Yeah.
George the world. So the world means my name. It's actually my name.
Okay.
And Global Events Canada was birthed at the beginning of 2022.
Okay.
When we were doing the, I was a contractor in the project for having the Chabas Zinga here. So
when was that?
That was in 2022.
Okay.
And we planned and executed that project to have the Chabas Zinga come here to visit, to meet with the chief of the Aboriginal people of Canada. And then he met with the Pakistani investors. He met with the Aga Khan. And you see, that event was one of the biggest events that Global Events has ever hosted.
How was it? Did you get any hindrances? Mwafunamuko obuzibu?
Yes, of course. Planning was very okay.
I know.
Planning was okay. Naye nga twabaddeko ne political pushback. Nga bw'olaba twabadde ne, I think someone protested at when the Chabas Zinga was in Toronto to address the Ugandans that were based in Toronto. That was just a day event.
You said political pushback.
Yes.
Now, how does the Chabas Zinga and politics be in one statement?
Kakati, olaba, most of our things in Uganda these days is muberamu politics mungi. Politics in almost everything that we consume every day, as information, as things that we see. Now, the thing is, when we're planning this event, twagitegekanga cultural event. Na ye, while we are planning, the Chabas Zinga was in Toronto, in Canada, for 6 days. But most people thought that the Chabas Zinga was here only for that one day. It was wrong. Now, while we were planning all that, remember, a Chabas Zinga, a king, cannot leave a country without the consent of the government. Ekyo tebakulya ebintu so.
Asooka kukwebuuza ku gavumenti.
Sinti n'okusooka okwebuuza. The king's safety is the responsibility of the government, because he's a very big diplomatic person, like he's a diplomat, and as a diplomat he reigns. Ngabula ba kabaka bwa Buganda, he rules over, like he reigns over that entire kingdom. He's a king.
Okay.
So even that's why a king does not get until akwate visa agende akwate passport agenda fune visa nedda. It is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that gets his passport and they stamp a visa on it. And then, by the time he was coming, he needed a delegation, because he was coming to, one, represent his kingdom, but also the government has interest in some of the things that is coming to lobby. So, at the end of the day, some of these government officials are political affiliates of the ruling government, but also they play a role in the kingdom itself. For example, I'll give you an example of Babalanda, the Minister of Presidency, has a position also, plays a role. She's also a Musoga. Okay, that is one. Number two, you have Nakadama, the Deputy Prime Minister. She's a minister also in the kingdom. You get it? So she's representing both parties, the central government, but also the kingdom. Then you have other. So when these people saw that there were these political figures that were coming, including Rebecca Kadaga was supposed to be coming, she postponed it.
That's why
that is why now the political pushback was there, and we faced it right when the king was here, and we had someone who actually protested at the event itself. And that is when
protesting at yayimirira n'aleekana n'aga Chabas Zinga de Uganda yayimirira n'akola ki?
This
Just
is the first
sneak
time.
peek.
This is the first time I'm speaking about this publicly. Actually.
Okay.
The thing is, this person. This person came and was protesting against what the minister was speaking about, because as you know, when they were making the speech, he attempted to heckle. He heckled, and then his heckling was not enough. So when the minister was he attempted to approach the minister, and that's when the security.
Katika mbuze George, omuntu oyo yayingira ta ku event.
So our event was free of charge. That is first of all. Number two, it was cultural event, which means that we welcomed everybody. But then also we gave invitations to most of the the community leaders. And
is this person among the community leaders?
Yes, this person actually even did for us an advert.
Okay.
Whoever did the protest actually was one of the people that was pro
in the pushing and marketing of the event.
Marketing of the event, promoting the event.
So
you get it.
Yeah,
that was the only actually issue that we had. Otherwise, the king was here for 6 days, and as I mentioned to you, twagenda mu palace ya Aga Khan. That's a big thing, and things that were promised to the kingdom, it is now the king ne kingdom ya Busoga to follow up the what?
Okugoberera kulaba
The promises, yes. Bibakanyiza ne bye bagenda okubakolera.
So naye nga apart from that, the event was
very
good.
successful, extremely successful, because by the time you meet all those big shots, it was a success.
Omaze ebbanga ki ng'otegeka events?
Maze ebbanga nga ntegeka events, but in the back end.
What do you mean?
I love being in the back end. I love cooking, like doing propositions, nkola concept. Ngabolaba bw'ojja wange n'ongamba nti you know what, George, nina event ya njagala kola kintu bwe kiti. Nenkukolera ngabolaba oluwombo. Nenkukolera ingredients nti wetaaga kino na kino na kino na kino. There are so many events mu community muno which I am actually part of. Naye I don't show myself, and by virtue of not showing myself, people think that I don't sitegeka. Naye ntegeka people's events.
Okay.
But this year, I decided to do a maiden event for my own entity, what I called a signature event. Signature event eberanga olaba event enene, naye it is one of its kind, and it's the first one for global events.
Okay.
But they tukola what you call contracted event planning.
Okay. So kakati George, otulaze engeri gy'ofunamu erinnya lya event, n'otulaga event yo eyasooka gye wakola ne Chabas Zinga, n'otubuulira ebitonotono by'otubuulidde. Now, gwe ng'omutegesi w'ebivulu wano, jjukira tuli Bulaya. E Bulaya we are just coping up n'embeera ebiseera ebisinga kuba tetuzaaliddwa wano abasinga. So sooka ombuulire kusoomoozebwa ki in general, either ng'oli mu background oba ng'oli ku front, gwe nga George kw'ofunye mu community ya Uganda for the starters?
Actually, that's a very significant question. Your question nene nnyo. Nkankuzeeko emabega katono. Waliwo events endala ze twategeka nga global events as a support contractor, as a partner. For instance, twa supporting the African Center for Refugees, ne tutegeka International Human Rights Convention ya Human Rights, which was last year in September. Era ne tubeera ne Newcomers Conference. Newcomers Conference ebadde we had a very big shot. The mayor was in that event. And that was
Olivia Chow.
Yes, Olivia Chow, the city of Toronto mayor, and that was also last year. The biggest and the most appalling thing eri mu community okusoomozebwa kyombuuziza okubeera nti tuli mu community naye nga ndowooza tuleese emize tusengudde. Oluganda lwange si luterevu bulungi, naye omanyi when you leave, they say you can take a person from a village, but you cannot remove the village from them. I'm not saying that no, it's just a saying. Naye nga tuvudde gye tuvudde e Uganda waffe, naye tuze n'emize gye Uganda gyonna.
Emize gye Uganda ki ky'otegeeza?
Kati bw'otuuka n'olaba nti abantu babeera n'empalana, kati ate empalana n'obeera nga like it is a very minor mpalana, oba okubeera nti it's a minor thing, gy'olaba nti no, this is very basic. Tuleese competition which is very unnecessary. Competition is healthy, but it is needed to be constructive. Nti, look what I am doing and get to learn what I am doing best. then you use it to build yourself. Most of our members, omuntu alaba ntino okoze ekintu eyinza okuba nga esinga what she might jabadda akola oba ayagala akola ekintu ajja kuba atandika okukola ekintu kati nga agala kulaga kibayita mu Luganda is I think okwekakasa nti kati okwekakasa okwo kuleetedde abantu okutandika okukola ebintu n'ebita ebiriwo n'ebitaliimu okiraba kati all this actually is okusomozebwa ereetera ddala most of these things byetukola okutandika okufeedinga in value okiraba but mostly badde fenna nga community ezaffe zino singa tukwatira wamu singa tumanya ntino oyina ki oyina kino oyina kino oyina kiri nze nange nina kino bwe tuteeka mu meeza n'engamba ntino gwe weakness yo eri wano na wano nja kuyamba kati if you have the courage okunyamba nange batusobola kuyambagana ne tugenda maaso nnyo okusingira ddala okusinga okubeera nga because bw'oyambuka nze nina okufaako nnyo okusika mabega okusika so that ekintu kyo kifeiringe eyange kiyitewo. Now that is a challenge okiraba
kitegeera.
So basically fenna nga bana Uganda yes tulize wano mu this society is very organized society okiraba naye ate tulese because you look at me osanga nga like you don't know the background lwaki nkola ekintu kino nowakuba nti tolaba knowledge oba value mu kintu kyenkola naye tokikuba wakiri mpita
mwina abakuba
yes community ng'eyina abakuba
naye Rick Henry njagala okusooka okutegeeza bannaffe abatulaba nti endowooza gy'ogenda okuwulira ku puroguramu eno ndowooza ya muntu ssekinnoomu era omuntu oyo ndowooza yiye era nkoze disclaimer eno nga nsaba mugigoberere bulungi naye nga sinaba kweyongerayo nsaba mbabuulire bannaffe aba shop 20 eri wali mu Scarborough Center Mall be bateekamu obukumbo bw'omulembe abakyala outfits weziri ezakabi mugende mubeeyunire George emboozi eyo tugenda kugyongerako nga tuvudde mu Bulango we tukomawo tugenda kwongera ku kintu ekyo kyoyogeddeko kubanga mubeeramu oluusi ebyokuyiga. We have a lot of people abali mu kujja wano but they've been event planners back home and they're really hoping to come here and continue with what they've been doing back home. So I think some of them will pick a leaf and those that are here and they are planning to be joining maybe the entertainment industry, let them pick a leaf tonight. We shall also talk about your conference and also talk about byofunyemu nebirala and what we are expecting on Friday because I'm sure you have something on Friday. So let's come back. Manya Bulaya ye program katukomeo.
Tumanyiza mu International Conference ku Healthcare and Social Work egenda okubeerawo June nga 21 paka 22 mu Ontario Science Centre 770 John Mills Road, North York on M3C IT3 ng'omulomo guli nti Health in a Social Perspective. Oba ogenda kubeera international delegate ojja kusasula Canadian dollars 4 ate local delegate Canadian dollars 3. Mate eno conference tesosola tujja kwaniriza bamaama bataata bakadama babankazi aba human resources resource ba artist buli muntu akola mu bantu betuyize ba social workers nga mu healthcare ba doctors ba nurses ba caregivers ba RPN ba counselors ba ARN ba PSWs na bonna abantu abakola mu bantu ba social workers okumanya ebisingawo kuba plus mukaga nnya musanvu 02 oba plus emunya 37 288 9882 eno international conference ya healthcare and social work ewagidwa Nightingale Initiative for Global Health, Sweet Heaven, Brookside Staffing Agency, M&G Media, Ontario Science Centre, Nightingale Holdings Limited, era netegekewa Global Events Canada ne Nightingale Initiative for Global Health.
Mukulikeyo nnyo ate mu Bulango. Yes, Manya Bulaya i program Joriko. Nyongera okubajjukiza Ricky Henry abeerawo ku kamera tutambula naye. Olunaku olwaleero tutambudde ne bannaffe aba Pitmoff Events nga batuleetedde Ashila Karoga Shumba, that is July ennaku z'omwezi nga 13 wali Rooftop Dufferin Street. Ate bannaffe aba African Descent Ontario nabo batuleetedde Vinka July ennaku z'omwezi nga 2. Vinka agenda kubeera wano wali ku 190 Railside Road mu North York. Not forgetting the CB Dock. Abono batuleetedde the new Chabas boat cruise, first of its kind. Wanene ennaku z'omwezi nga 6 July. So please be there or be nowhere. Tubadde tukyali ne Mwami George awo mukulu mu Global Events, CEO ate era nga munnaffe era mukwano gwaffe tubeera naye. Tubadde tukyayogera ku abadde ali mu kutunnyonnyola about community nti mulimu kyayise okusika emiguwa, kyayise ekikono, kyayise okuzza emabega n'ebirala ebiringa ebyo. So omuntu ayinza okugamba nti lwaki akyogeddeko. Ebiseera ebisinga ebintu ebimu biba bisaana okwogerwako. Yensonga lwaki mbuuza ebibuuzo ebimu nti omuntu ali eyo nga we nakunnyonnyodde before went for the short break nti afunamu ekyokuyiga. So tutandikire ate munange we twakomye before we went for the hard bit.
Karo gabwe nkugambye community kati ekuze community as community ya bana Uganda mu Canada ekuze. A week actually 3 weeks ago twabadde Saskatchewan naye abantu abo batulaze challenge sijirabangako.
Challenge it.
They are very warm, like community bali so organized. Kale si bangi nnyo ekiri awo naye the number that they have, they know each other. They welcome you even when like batwaniriza nga bolaba bwotuuka mu kyalo ng'ovudde Kampala
engeri gye bakwaniriza.
That is the kind of warm welcome. Because tulina event endala on what in Saskatchewan. Kati kankuzeeyo wano e Toronto. Badde okimanyi nti no community because of ebintu ebibeeranga okubeera nti osise ono oba okubi ono kireetera abantu bangi okufuna depression mu Bannayuganda. Bannayuganda bangi abagenze actually mu WhatsApp groups zammwe ezo nadala oyina group I think called North America something. Mu WhatsApp groups ezo mubeeramu abantu tebakyasobola na kukola comment yonna. Omanyi lwaki? Waliwo abantu ababadde so vocal and vibrant mu communities zaffe zino nga bali so productive, nga bakola community organizing, bakola community unity kind of like push nti abantu bagatte community nga tumanyi nti no tuina elder gwe bayita so and so. Right now kankubuuza ekibuuzo mu Ugandan community ani apart from Pastor Jumba n'abalala mentioning Pastor Jumba because he is the pillar almost of the Ugandan community mu Toronto. Naye kati bw'otunulira elders mu community y'abaana Uganda webanga omuntu afunye obutakanya sawa zino which is so hard, which is so harsh, bannaffe patterns okulwanagana where in the spaces that they are living in. Naye ate abantu abo before even they could take those cases to report them in very far places. Community yaffe yokka badde sobola kugonjola ensonga bwe zityo butakanya bwe zityo. Okitegeera abantu bafunye depressions zino nga bali mu kamooli tebakyasobola na kuvaayo. Naye nga these are because either they have had misunderstandings openly, they have accused them wrongly, they have pulled off what they have worked so hard to achieve or to build. Baba kubye.
When you talk about accusing people wrongly, emabegako waliwoko list eyafuluma nga eraga abavubuka abeefunira actually n'abakyala abeefunira abantu abapya abakajja mu Toronto, either ne babasaba omusimbi oba ne babasaba sijja kukozesa kukaka kaboozi kubanga kyemmanyi omuntu aba yakoze eki yeesiimidde naye okusikiriza nga bakozesa olukujjukujju omukwano. So tell me, wawulirako kweyo saga?
Eyo teberangako saga.
What was that? Because I saw
it was overpeddled.
Okay.
Omanyi something that is kale. The truth is there were such rumors. The person omuntu eya blowing this whistle even, whoever the names that are in that list even, none of them is part of the whistle blow. Kati abantu bagenze ne bakola their own things.
Okay.
Never tandika okukozesa list eyo okulwana their own issues, okuteekamu amaanya g'abantu with their own intentions. Kati ogenda okutunulira most of the people bw'otunulira list eyo, it beats logic sometimes, of course, okubelieving until some of the people that are in that. I don't want to speak on behalf of abantu abali mu list. Ate sisobola nakugamba ntino they are innocent. Okay? Ate sagala nakugamba ntino they don't have any case to answer anywhere or any place. Na ye sisuubira ntino that is the way of community organizing.
Kikituzzaayo wali.
Exactly. If there is any unity or any creativity that we want to bring into the community, tekyetaaga okubeera ntino tulumizibwa because kati waliwo kino ekize ekibi kati katuteekemu ono yalina okugigwamu kubanga nina empalana naye kati ate n'ekirala waliwo kino ekyokumpalaniraako.
Byonna biri mu community.
Kati community yaffe has been built in such a way that bw'otuuka wano ku Pearson oba wherever airport gw'otandikirako obulamu gives you what you call a cluster of settlement. A cluster of settlement is when bwenkwata ku karo kitegeeza abantu abaliraanye karo bonna bafuuka bakwano bange. Naye kakati bwensanga karo ng'alina obuzibu ne Ricky ajja kutandika okubeera nti nange nja kutandika okuwalana Ricky by default. Naye ate nga it is not necessary.
George, issue eyo njagadde ogikoonako to address abantu bamanye how your views, because you're not the first person that I've asked that question. Nagibuuzaako ne Pastor Jumba, ngibuuzizza akabala bangi naye ngenze nkunganya information. I'll make a full show about that list. Tulaba ate bigenda maaso. Now, let's talk about George. We are talking about the health care and social works conference.
Yes.
Ebaddewo, I've seen people registering.
Yes.
I've seen delegates registering.
Yeah.
And I've seen people talking about it. And the most interesting part of it is the career fair. So, George, event eno mulamwachi, why did you even put up something like that?
Okay.
Something beautiful like that.
Thank you very much for this question. Badde okimanyi ntino abandaba aba naddala mu community. First of all, I'm very hardworking. naye ate n'ekirala Katonda has blessed me with some gift of knowledge and wisdom. Kati, I am also educated. Not highly, but I am educated. I have a bachelor's in biological science. Kati, most people in the community see me as a street hustler because chiba is what they have always seen me do. Kubanga nina I own a trucking company. I drive trucks. I have trucks that are on the road.
We have Ricky simanyi oba obudde butumala omwana ageze n'akoona ku nsonga ya truck driving, and I've got questions about truck driving. Abantu nga bambuuza what are the criterias omuntu azze wano e Canada zayinza okuyitamu criterias to okubeera nga asobola okukola truck driving. Now guess what, the Lord Jesus Christ netedde George kubanga abantu abamu tebamanyiwo we balina kutandikira, and some people think that the driver's license of these normal cars is the same as the license that issued for the truck driving. So that is going to be oh my God, let's first finish the career, then we are going to talk about the truck driving when I'm talking with George, the truck driver. So
because I own these businesses,
okay,
nze ng'omuntu, I have mbadde mu corporate world for a very long time. Since I was young, I worked in so many corporate companies. I've worked with the CEOs.
Let me ask you a question. Katononyo, are you a planned kid?
I'm not a planned kid. I am actually born in a very poor family.
Okay.
So, by my vacation, I was working for a CEO of Spencon Services. Spencon Services, if you remember, Northern Bypass, that company that did all the flyovers.
Yeah, I remember.
That I was working for the CEO.
So now, due to
my
the shortness of
education,
time.
I studied biological science, but I also have a background in management from Israel that I studied from Israel. Now, we conceptualized what you would call health, but in a perspective of okutunulira omuntu wa PSW, personal support worker. A personal support worker mu nsi eno works in a medical or a clinical field, but he or she is actually a social worker. What you would call a caregiver. In a simple term. Okay? Now, because I did those kind of jobs when I was here trying to pursue myself into a medical field in this country, I hit a snag. Sasobodoku pushing up because they told me so many things. I need certain things. Nenkunganya all those challenges. Nengamba, you know what? We need to create an opportunity to make people understand, first of all, the system here, how it operates in health. So we wanted to do something health. Then we brought in an aspect of social work based on the example I've given you of a caregiver. And we said, what about in the global south? Global south is Africa and the other parts of Asia. Is this a model, a integration? When you go today to a health facility, you have everyone in Canada at least has a family doctor. That family doctor has all your information regarding your health and your social status. Okay? Kati ekyo kitulaga nti there is a very serious integration of health and social workers. Okitegeera. Kati n'ekirala, have you ever wondered bw'obeera nga oli mulwadde katugambe nti no okubye ku simu ku mulimu ng'okolola leero sijja kukola ng'oyogera bw'otyo, the boss is going to be quick to say, you know what, okay, don't come to work. However, bw'ebanga nkubye esimu n'eŋŋamba, you know what, boss, I am very stressed, sijja kusobola kujja, I am just stressed, I feel like I'm stressed. Did you know that there are chances that they will not allow you to you will go to work.
Yeah.
But that is also a mental situation.
And you have to be mentally okay.
Sound to be okay,
Yeah.
to be at work. So at the end of the day, we are looking at who is the first person to actually administer the primary care. Is the person around you. Nti webanga ofunye obuzibu, your husband is the first you're going to inform. Your husband will give you the determinant of next step, which is access. So access is not just you going to the hospital. No. Access is omuntu. How did you get to the hospital?
Now,
not transport.
Now, George.
Kati bado nkyakutwala because there is a preamble to this. Because most people actually misunderstood this when we just started conceptualizing this whole project and this event and this conference. So we made it international based on the research of Dr. Su. Dr. Su is an associate professor at TMU University, but also the executive director of Street Heaven. Her research is the one that informed the context of our conference. And it is from that we now have so many speakers that are both in social work and those that are in healthcare.
Okay.
We have doctors, we have nurses, we have retired nurses. And registration, we ended registration long time ago.
How was it? Njagala tuogereko katono nyonyo as we are coming to a conclusion of our program. Abantu bangi, according to social media, baba ma visa.
Yeah.
Chemanyi waina mukoba. So I just want to ask, waina mukoba abantu abamu be bamma olowooza kyava ku kimmwe nga mmwe abategesi mwina kye mumanyiko mmwe nga mmwe nti oba mwebuuza ku gavumenti nti bana ekyo ekigenda mu maaso kuba muba mu expecting abantu okujja mutegeka for people to come yonna gye bavudde okubeera nga bajja mu programs ezo bayige bafunemu ekyokuyiga ekintu ekyo kibakosezzaamukko mu ntegeka yammwe kibayambye. I just want to know, give me a roundup of that.
It's a very big question. It's a very important question. Now it's a very broad question that needs a very broad explanation, but I will try to kufunza it. Chitukosa because one, tutegeka events is, for international delegates and local delegates. So our events are like ngaya fe. We have international delegates that were given visas. However, the majority were not given visas. This is very unique. Like for this year, there is something. Yes, but this is very unique in such a way that even this time round, immigration is so because we had a special event code. So we communicate with immigration.
Special event code kitegeeza ki? Mpulidde nnyo abantu nga bakyogerako, kitegeeza ki?
Special event code is when you have support from immigration to provide visas.
Okay.
So you request for it to have any international delegate, you must have a special event code. Anything that has more than 10 people. Okay. Now, when you're coordinating with immigration, this is what has happened and what I've observed this year. Immigration is writing directly to us to ask us to verify.
Oba Rita.
Yes.
Kamugambe ajja mu conference.
Bakusindikira list y'abantu bali kutunulira ne bakola ki bwe bamala nobawa. When you give them, whatever happens after, we don't have any influence. That's the challenge. Nti nobanga owagala kulobingira abantu which we do. Olobinga nogamba, you know what, these are the people that I want to come for this event. Naye nga abantu bano engeri gye batandise okukola ebintu byabwe biralamuko from the previous. That's what I can tell you. Ate n'ekirala ebintu bino biri deeper. Ate bikwatagana ne policy eya immigration ebyabiri kati basisobola nakubi diving more into it because if you go deeper, it is more like I don't want to unearth things that I don't have the jurisdiction to speak about certain things.
Overall, I
can give you this overall. We have over 447 registrations. And out of 447, we had 290 refusals.
Okay.
And then we had about 157 of acceptance.
What about
157. Now, the bans are part of the 290. There are those that were banned for mainly 3 reasons. Number 1, compensated representative. A compensated representative now is becoming the biggest thing. But number 2, also misrepresentation. There are people that misrepresent themselves, but because omuntu oyinza okusanga nga like atademu passport y'omulala ate nga manya malala, ekifaananyi kirala ekiri mu passport ate, so misrepresentation nayo ekola ban. Then last one, the main reason, another reason for the ban is actually what they are calling fraudulent documentation. Era
NASA.
Fraudulent.
NASA.
Yes, NASA plus okubeera nti waliwo abantu abatandise emize egy'okucupula invitations. Kati because kati ekyo tokyasobola kikola. Omanyi lwaki? Because when you have, let's say, a special event code like us who had it, osindikira first to give you that, obasindikira sample ya invitation yo ne babeera nakyo.
Kati oli yonna yenno waleeta ebibye.
Kati waliwo abalala abalowooza nti no kale akugulako invitation emu n'agenda n'agyokyamu.
Bonna n'abawa.
Kati ate bonna n'abawa. Ate nga tamanyi nti no, there is a series engeri gy'ogabamu invitations. Kati ky'oba olaba immigration nayo ekuwandikira n'egamba nti no soko verifyeringe bano balina mu butabo bwo. Ogamba ono simuyina, ono simuyina, ono simuyina, ono simuyina.
Njagala oyogere katono kubanga obudde ndaba butuweddeko. Yogera about Friday. Oyita abantu bajje kubanga career fair. It's something that people it's a must attend.
Well, so on Friday we is the D-Day.
Ennaku z'omwezi.
On Friday the 21st and the 22nd Saturday. These are the D-Days of International Conference on Healthcare and Social Work. Now, we planned this, netulaba nti abantu bali wano basomye bayina all the qualifications naye tebalina mirimu. So kye twakola ye kukola the career fair, the Healthcare and Social Work Career Fair 2024. The career fair nejja kubeera at the same venue, 770 Don Mills Road, Ontario Science Center. And also, it's going to start around the same time of the conference, and it is going to be in an open area, and the conference is also going to be in this in another conference room in the same area. In other words,
byonna be taking a place at the same time, but different sports.
Different sports.
Mu kizimbe.
So the career fair is going to have at least 4 recruiters, not just recruiters, but companies that are looking for workers. Wow. So we have these tables that we have also prepared. They are going to be booths. Each organization or company is we are going to have employment agencies. We're going to have employment service agencies. And by the way, we have been sponsored for this by Dixon Hall. Dixon Hall is our silver sponsor. And we have what they call the loft, where private interviews are going to take place. There are going to be 2 desks that you come with your resume. When you come with your resume, you present it to, if they have the job that you're looking for, and you meet the criteria that they're looking for.
You get it there and then.
Not getting there and then. They will have to conduct an interview. So there are people that will, they have people that will conduct an interview, and when they do the interview, they can either hire you there and then, or they will take your resume and they'll go back and then review, and then they'll give you a call for the job.
George, katusuubira abantu bagenda kubeerayo mu bungi, because I want them to come there by experiencing this beautiful course. So konsibulira abantu abatulaba twegweko ku Friday.
Thank you very much. Abalabi ba Manya Bulaya, and also bonna those that have been sharing our posters, those that are very much anticipating to attend this conference and the career fair. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala era kansubire nti no jabalaba. I will see you on the 21st and 22nd from 8 to 4 and at Ontario Science Centre. Thank you very much and God bless you.
So, abaami n'abakyala, allow me mbayite this coming Friday, that is the 21st of June ne 22nd. Mujje mmwe mwenna ababadde bakaluubirizibwa mu kunoonya emirimu. You don't have any idea of how they write a CV. You don't have any idea of how they even look for a job here. Come for this beautiful cause. It is the Career Fair Day 2024. Mujje kubanga twajja kukola ssente. Manya Bulaya is your beautiful program, and this is MC Carol alongside Rick Henry wali ku camera okubeera wato kuwa this beautiful program. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel osobolenga okulaba biki ebigenda mu maaso. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to sign out and peace. Manya Bulaya.